Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And you can see it already on your screen. We're going for the Sui LaLoon. Like LaLoon overall on Townhall 13 is not the best strategy, but because ground attacks are so strong at the moment, we're seeing more and more ground expos and obviously single inferno towers, which bring back the LaLoon into the game. And we want to use that strategy in legend attacks. And this should be a lot of fun because, well, we can see a lot of ground expos and single inferno towers in Legend League should be pretty good to go. If you would like to support me or my channel, make sure to do so. Get in your settings in-game, get on more settings, and then at the bottom you can find the creator boost code iTzu. Just type in iTzu, doesn't really matter whether it's big or small letters. Overall, just the letters itself is important, which means iTzu. And well, whenever you're buying something in-game, you're supporting me with that. Let's get back to the first attack, and this is the first base. Just to keep you guys reminded, this is basically a highlight episode of my last stream, but because this part was in German, I have to talk over it, but there will be really soon a couple of more highlight videos of my English streams as well. If you guys want to catch those live, well, today will be the last live stream in English for this week, which means from 6 to 8 p.m. CET. If you guys want to see me live, make sure to hop over there. The link for the Twitch channel is down below in the video description. So let's see on how this works. So what we're going to do on this base is we're going for the Townhall. What you normally try to do on this attack is to avoid the enemy clan castle, because so often there's either ice golems, a lava hound, stuff like that in there, and you do not need to lure that, because your own heroes will take out something on the other side of the base, and meanwhile the LaLoon won't lure the enemy CC. So on this one I'm doing the straight opposite of what I suggest you guys to do normally, because this Townhall is so exposed. I was deciding, okay, let's take the safe first star and then try to bring the LaLoon through the back end of this base. So this was the idea overall. It worked really well. We took care of the enemy Townhall and the enemy clan castle, which means we can use the Royal Champion now for the back end LaLoon. But what exactly do I mean by this? If you're not luring out the enemy clan castle, you cannot use your Royal Champion with your LaLoon. The reason for that is that, like I said, kinda often there's a hound and there are ice golems, which means LaLoon won't lure that. But if you send the Royal Champion with your LaLoon, this means the Royal Champion will lure that. You will see that later on in a couple of attacks that I'm not using the Royal Champion to lure the CC. Instead, I'm using just the Royal Champion with my king and my queen together. For this one, I'm using my Royal Champion to add up for the LaLoon. I'm using the LaLoon really, like, I'm spreading the LaLoon really far. Heavy LaLoon in the beginning onto 2 o'clock, and then a couple of more loons from round about 10 into the single inferno tower. Meanwhile, we're having my warden ability, bringing everything into the back end where the enemy queen and the enemy Royal Champion is, and this means we can open up the slammer, get our dragon out there, and the dragon is going to slay not only the queen, but as well the enemy Royal Champion. So this means this is looking really good. One thing which we could do better in future attacks is saving a couple of loons to make sure that we have our loons for the back end getting back into the base, because what happened on this attack, my loons went onto the outside and then had to fight their way back into the base. But for this one, everything worked well. We have 40 seconds left to finish up this base, 20%. This should happen with ease. Like, super nice attack of mine. I'm super proud of that because, like I said, LaLoon is one of the hardest attacks which are out there, especially on Townhall 13. It's super tough to execute, and well, we managed to do so. First triple for us on the Legend Day, but let's hope there are many more to go, and well, let's hope that we get not too many 1-stars in today, because that would be actually a little bit annoying. But let's see what the next base looks like, and god damn it, like this base, like this setup of the base, I freaking hate it. I normally have to attack this with a queen charge, and nothing is worse than attacking this base with a queen charge. At least in my opinion. I don't get it how you can attack this with a queen charge. So I'm not sure. We have to do the attack with Sui LaLoon, and it's actually on us, who is like a part of the JF Pro team. So let's see if we can get a couple of trophies of him, because he's really high up there. So let's see how this works. What we're trying to do is always when we're facing a ring base, we try to interrupt the ring. What exactly does it mean when I'm saying that? What I try to do is I try to get into the second layer to get rid of the enemy scatter shot. What does this mean? With taking care of the scatter shot, this means the pathing for the Lalo is perfect without having the ring, which means like I'm basically funneling my Lalo. So what exactly am I doing? I'm starting off with my king. I'm starting off with my queen to take care of the enemy royal champ and take care of the enemy scatter shot. The royal champ is not going down, and this is like the first mistake which I did in this attack. I should have used my royal champion together with my king. This would have meant I would have killed the enemy royal champ, but either way, let's see how it works. The Lalo started really heavy in the beginning. First lava hound is coming in, second lava hound is coming in as well, even the third lava hound, and I'm sending in my royal my slammer into the enemy queen because I need to take care of her ASAP, and my dragon and my own CC is always doing that. Now a pup is activating the Townhall. I can use a really nice warden ability on top of that, using a couple of haste spells, and now you might wonder why it's like, why the hell do you have 4 freezes with you? The reason for that is that the scatter shots are basically killing you. They're killing your entire Lalo army. So how you can counter that is pretty simple. The only counter to this is basically to just straight up freeze the scatter shot the entire time. And this is the only counter which you can actually do, except having a lava hound to tank, which is not always possible. So for this one, we had the freeze spells. I think we used 4 freezes on the last scatter shot, and then the royal champ helped to take it out, which was nice as well. This means only cannon is left, and we all know cannons are not the best defensive or the best defense to take out air troops. So this means this is going to be another triple for us. Awesome attack from me once again, and well, like I said, I freaking hate this base normally, so super happy that I was able to beat it. And well, let's take a look at the next base, because now I'm super hyped. 2 triples. Let's see how the last attack is going, and this one is going to be once again another ring base. Like, it's crazy. Right now the meta is basically to put up as annoying ring bases as possible, especially when you're having maxed out defenses. So what is the next thing what we're going to do? The next thing we're going to do is, once again, we're trying to interrupt the ring, and we're trying to take care of like high valuable defense, which in the last one was the scatter shot. In this one, I'm trying to go for the enemy queen, because with taking out the enemy queen, this means we have only the royal champion left, which is a hero which can attack air. So what I'm doing is basically to force my heroes into the ring and hope that my king is not luring out the enemy clan castle. So let's get started. King is going in, but the big problem for me is that my queen is not. So this means I'm adding my royal champion to make sure that I'm getting this air defense for the pathing for later on in my attack. And the next thing which is going to happen, my queen, or more my king more like, is luring the enemy clan castle. I'm using the queen ability. Maybe I should have waited a bit longer on that one, but either way, the next thing is going to be my royal champion, who is getting the air defense and even the wizard tower out of the way. Meanwhile, the hound is exploding. I'm using the poison over there, and this means the pups won't do anything, which means the enemy clan castle is lured, the enemy clan castle is taken out, which isn't a bad thing, but I would have liked to have either like the Tesla and the bomb tower instead. But well, let's see. We're taking at least the Tesla down, which is nice for us. Now we have to start with the Lalo, and we have to use the Slammer where the enemy royal champ is, because we want to have the dragon on the enemy hero. Which means, let's get started with the Lalo, and we do not want to surrender that. We want to place the Slammer over there. So let's get started with the first haste. Let's get started with the freeze over there. Once again, we're freezing the scatter shots. Those scatter shots are super annoying. The next freeze was a little bit bad. Because I froze. I wanted to freeze the sweeper, which was already down, so that was a little bit not too well. But either way, the Lalo is doing well. But now the tornado trap. The tornado trap is rotating everything away from the town hall. Last haste spell is down. Cleanup is getting placed, and the loons are getting hasted into the town hall with the rage. They're taking it down, and this means this should be a triple, because we have still the dragon alive. We have a couple of loons alive, and only the air defense is the last building standing. So this means this is going to be a triple for us, and this means we have 2 triples in one day with Sui Lalo at least. At least that would like the attack route I showed you guys. So Sui Lalo isn't dead by any means. Like, Sui Lalo is still out there, and it's crazy fun to use. Like, try to use it. You have to do so much to actually get the triple. So at least in my opinion, that's fun if you have a lot of impact on the attack. And well, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys would like to see me live, make sure to tune in today in Twitch live stream from 6 to 8 p.m. CET. And otherwise, I will see you guys back tomorrow for more attacks. And see you guys then. Bye bye.